Rolling Stone magazine came out with their list of the 200 greatest singers of all time. I should preface this by saying that I think lists like this are kind of stupid because music is personal. It's a matter of individual taste, and we're all entitled to our own opinions. If I make a list of what I think are the greatest singers of all time, that list is subjective rather than objective, and I can't insist that you agree with me. Now, when the list came out, there was a controversy associated with it. Actually, it was kind of a miniature controversy, you know, like a miniature poodle. A lot of people complain because Celine Dion is not on the list. This just illustrates what I was saying about this kind of thing being subjective. Because, of course, a lot of people would have Celine Dion at or near the top of the list, but for Rolling Stone, she's not even in the top 200. I'm going to tell you something about myself now, and this may be the most shocking revelation you ever hear about me, so I want you to brace yourselves. I don't give a shit about Celine Dion. But I did notice something on the list. Specifically, I noticed the person they had listed number 12. I was not a math major, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if you're saying that somebody is the 12th greatest singer of all time, you're saying that in the entire history of recorded music, there have only been 11 people who were better, right? Okay. John Lennon. These people are telling us that John Lennon is the 12th greatest singer of all time. Well, wait a minute. Are you sure it wasn't a list of the greatest songwriters? No. Could it have been a list of the greatest guitar players? No. A list of the guys that were wearing the coolest eyeglasses? No. Greatest singers of all time, John Lennon, number 12. You know how I said that music is personal and it's a matter of individual taste and we're all entitled to our own opinion? Well, I take all that back because whoever ranked John Lennon as the 12th greatest singer of all time is a fucking idiot. Also, the statement that I just made is objective rather than subjective, and I insist that you agree with me. One thing I can tell you is that whoever put this list together has never listened to my next door neighbor singing in the shower. Because I can tell you two things for sure. One, my walls are paper thin, and two, that guy is a better singer than John Lennon. You know who else is a better singer than John Lennon? Paul McCartney. John Lennon was not the best singer in his own fucking band. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's a toss-up with Ringo. Incidentally, parenthetically, if you've never listened to Octopus's Garden, you should definitely listen to Octopus's Garden. But anyway, this John Lennon number 12 thing really pissed me off, in case you couldn't tell. So I did what I think anybody would have done in my situation. I went out and got a Ouija board. Did I use the Ouija board to contact the spirit of John Lennon? Of course not. I used it to contact the spirit of John Lennon's mama. And here's what I said to her. Thank you. Here's what I said to her. Ma'am, would you agree with the statement that your son John was the 12th greatest singer of all time? And the spirit of John Lennon's own mama said to me, no, of course not. Why are you wasting my time with this stupid shit? I'm trying to rest in peace over here. And I said, sorry, I just had to ask. But I think now we should move on to the really important question. Why? Why would somebody rank John Lennon as the 12th greatest singer of all time? Did they feel bad for him because he was assassinated by an idiot? I feel bad for him because he was assassinated by an idiot, but this doesn't help. Or maybe they were suffering some sort of extreme emotional trauma that they didn't feel comfortable expressing to their family and friends directly. Hey, I couldn't help but noticing that you ranked John Lennon as the 12th greatest singer of all time. Are you okay? Or maybe they had been taken hostage. If you're being held against your will, blink twice and rank John Lennon as the 12th greatest singer of all time. I guess there's a lot of possibilities. And you know what really bothers me the most about this? I really like John Lennon. He was a great songwriter. He was a great guitarist. He wore great eyeglasses. And that's really the point here, is that the lists like this are like totally pointless. They don't serve any other purpose other than to start arguments. And it doesn't have to be this way. Imagine there's no Rolling Stone list of the 200 greatest singers of all time. It's easy if you try.
Woo!